Alright guys, Season 5 Week 4 is finally here, and one of the challenges this week is to deal 500 damage to opponents with sniper rifles. Now this can be an extremely difficult challenge for some, but it may be relatively easy for others. So for those who are comfortable with snipers, you guys just need to go ahead and start dealing damage to opponents with snipers. But for those who are not so good with snipers or struggling to deal damage to opponents with snipers, there is a secret way in which you can complete this challenge. So you can actually in fact deal damage to opponents who are already knocked in game modes such as 50v50 or squads, and this will count towards the challenge. So for this particular challenge, you don't actually need to knock the player yourself. So I'd recommend going into 50v50 game mode and hunting for players who have already been knocked, and then go ahead and trying to hit them with your sniper. You know, when you're trying to aim for players who are already knocked, it's so much more easier to hit them with a sniper compared to someone who's alive and moving around, in which case you would have to usually lead your shot, maybe aim a bit above them if they're quite far away. But for players who are already knocked, it's so much more easier because they're not always moving so much, or they're crawling at a very slow pace, so you don't need to lead your shot by that much. So I would recommend trying to complete this challenge in the 50v50 game mode and looking for players who had already been knocked, and then go ahead and trying to hit them with your sniper. And again, I want to stress that you don't need to knock the player for you to be able to deal damage to opponents for this particular challenge. For some of the other challenges where you need to get sniper eliminations or pistol eliminations, yes, you do need to knock the player yourself, but for this particular challenge you don't need to knock the player yourself, and you can just go ahead and start shooting at players that have already been knocked. And again, I just want to remind you that once you have dealt your damage for this particular challenge, that you let the game finish or you get eliminated and you return to the lobby. If you leave the game midway, you will not be rewarded for any damage that you have dealt to opponents. So I hope you guys found this useful, and if you did, be sure to subscribe to my channel, as I'll have more Battle Pass guide videos coming out later today and in the coming weeks. And go ahead and hit that like button if you found this video useful too. It really does help the channel grow and let me produce more awesome content like this. And that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.